Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Warriors Fire and Ice, Chapter 10. And this chapter isn't that exciting, but there is some heartwarming, touching part. And it starts with, Fireheart's dream. All night he's just dreaming of his sister. And when he wakes, he even still kind of remembers that smell of his mom and of his sister. And he goes out and he sees some of the other ThunderClan members. Mousefur, is that the one? One of the cats just had some babies. I don't think it was Mousefur. And these three kits are coming along, and the mom is taking care of the kits. And Fireheart feels like, oh man, that's the difference between me and the ThunderClan cats, is they have that connection of their family, but I don't have those memories. I don't have that connection, and that really weighs on his heart. And he decides, you know what, I'm gonna ask Graystripe to take care of Cinderpaw, and I'm gonna go visit my sister. So Graystripe says, yeah, sure, man, I'll watch her. And before Graystripe can ask why, where are you going, Fireheart says, thanks a lot, and he takes off. And he goes off to the two-leg place. And he's really cautious, he's smelling around, but eventually he jumps on the fence, and then he jumps on a tree branch. Oh man, that tree branch is cold. And he sits there waiting all morning, until finally, the door little flaps open, bleep, 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 and his sister comes out. Ooh, what do you say? What do you do? Oh man, I don't want to scare her. So he gets down quietly. He goes into some bushes. He's on the ground. He's like, okay, what can I say? Man, what was her name? Oh, I can't remember her name. Oh, okay, I'll just say, hey, it's me, Rusty. His sister turns around. Who are you? Who's there? It's me, Rusty. And he remembers, Princess, it's me, your brother, Rusty. And she's like, what? Rusty? I don't know. She's like, you don't look like Rusty. You don't look like a house cat. And he says, oh, I'm part of the forest cats now, and I'm part of this clan, and even though I'm like not as fat and plump as you, oh man, I'm strong and powerful. And then slowly Princess starts to relax, and he comes closer and closer, and they even touch. And then they get this connection. It's like, wow, well, how have you been doing? What's it like? And Fireheart shares his story about going to ThunderClan, and then he hears about Princess having her kits, and Princess is a little bit worried about him. And Fireheart says, oh, do you see Mom or any of our brothers and sisters? And she's like, yeah, I see them every once in a while. They're still around, and Mom's still around. He says, oh, do you remember that soft bed that we were in when we were first born? And Princess is like, yeah, I hope my kids get the same kind of bed. And Fireheart kind of remembers that warmness. And when he's with ThunderClan, if he remembers his kitty pet life, oh, it's like really, he feels really ashamed. But with his sister, he can kind of share these memories and feel good about him. And so eventually she has to go back to her home, and he should go back to ThunderClan. But, man, he still has this feeling of closeness of family. He doesn't want to go back to ThunderClan yet. So he goes hunting. And he goes hunting for a while, and then returns back to ThunderClan and gives him extra food. And Tiger Claw says, Fireheart, I saw that you weren't with Cinderpaw today. What was more important than training your apprentice? She's your responsibility. And Fireheart says, yeah, I agree. It was just a beautiful day. I thought we probably needed some extra food, so I went hunting. He says, but don't worry. Tomorrow I'm going to be training her, and we'll get right back at it. And Tiger Claw says, okay, make sure you do that. But he's looking at Fireheart suspiciously, meaning he doesn't trust him. He eats some food with Graystripe. They talk a little bit, and they go off to bed. And as Fireheart's thinking, like, man, I still smell my sister. He licked the smell off of him so that way other people couldn't smell his kitty pet travels. But he still can smell his sister's smell, and those memories are so strong in his brain, and he wonders, oh, is my loyalty to my sister stronger than my loyalty to ThunderClan? Oh, deep-rooted memories. That leaves us with some vocabulary. Number 1, speckled is like dotted. If I have some white paint here or something, and I get some red paint, and I just throw it like this, dot, 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 dot. That is speckled. And one of the kits is speckled. Anticipation. Ooh, excitement for the future. I can't wait for what's going to happen. And I think this is Fireheart waiting on the branch. Oh, come on. When's my sister coming? When's my sister coming? This excitement. Mystified is like, whoa, like shocked, like wow. Bemused is kind of confused, like, what? The forest cat? Really? And this is Princess was really confused when Fireheart is sharing his story. Kithood, this is childhood. When you were a kid, that life when you were a kid just following your mom around. They call it childhood, kithood. Caught blanks eyes. Fireheart caught, who is it? Sandpaw's eyes. Meaning la 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 la, blink. Their eyes looked at each other, and then Sandpaw looked away. Caught eyes is to when you make that eye contact with someone. It could be a long time, it could be a short time, but looking into each other's eyes. Vague means not detailed, not specific. Means general. So it's, hey, where were you today? Oh, I was out hunting. That doesn't say where you were. It's a general idea. Oh, I was out. I was around. Vague answer. That leaves us with our discussion question here. Is it wise for Fireheart to visit his sister and maybe awaken some of these deep memories? Of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.